Hey, what's up, guys and girls? It's Jesse Daly here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. My friends, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has just released a new Global Tropics Hazards Outlook. Let's take a look at what we can potentially expect regarding tropical development out in the Atlantic Basin as well as the Eastern Pacific Basin. All right, guys and girls, before we jump into this week's Global Tropics Hazards Outlook, let's take a look at the 7 days from today. Today is Thursday, September 11th. Now, we have one area that the National Hurricane Center in the Atlantic Basin is now watching. This is a tropical wave that is going to emerge or expected to emerge on Friday. And it does have the possibility, the potential for some slow development as it moves, west or west-northwest across the Atlantic. Definitely something to watch. Many of the computer models are taking this system to the north, making a north westerly turn away from the Caribbean and away from the mainland U.S. Of course, it's really early, but that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Things can change, but I want to show you that before I jump into the Global Tropics Hazards Outlook. Now, let's jump over to the Global Tropics Hazards Outlook. This was released on September the 9th, and we can see that this product, it's released every week. It gives us an idea of what we may expect in the following 2 to 3 weeks. So we can see the week two valid September 17th, to the 23rd, and we can see some potential development across the main development region between the west coast of Africa and the Caribbean, as well as areas of the Western Caribbean and the Gulf, and a high chance of development in the Eastern Pacific off of the southwestern coast of Mexico. And basically, as we move forward into September, remember, we are at the height of hurricane season in the Atlantic right now. And we can see, again, main development region, the Gulf, the Western Caribbean, a chance of development, and also out into the Eastern Pacific. Now, I want to show you really quick a satellite image this is courtesy of tropicaltidbits.com, of the Atlantic Basin. This is infrared satellite imagery. Infrared satellite imagery measures the temperature of cloud tops. So we are looking at cold cloud tops when we see darker colors, especially those like black and deep red colors. But we can see that there is a tropical wave located to the east of the Lesser Antilles Islands. It looks a little bit concerning to me, honestly, by this, but the National Hurricane Center is not flagging this, although we in the Caribbean may get some rain from this at least later in the weekend, maybe around Monday or up till Monday. But look out over to the west coast of Africa. We can see a strong tropical wave about to move off the west coast of Africa. That is the one that the National Hurricane Center is currently flagging for potential development. There's also a couple of areas that are also being monitored, not flagged yet, but being monitored off the southeast coast of the mainland of the USA and also in the Western Caribbean Gulf area. So, overall, not a ton happening right now, but, we have to watch things closely as things could become more conducive for development very soon. Now, I also want to quickly show you a run of the Google DeepMind, the AI platform, that this was initialized at 06Z on Thursday, September 11th. Now, this is interesting because we can see that this first wave that's moving off those L's, areas of low pressure, kind of most of them turn up into the north west away from the islands. But there's another wave behind that looks like it could come closer to the Caribbean. Again, we're still looking a few days out here, a couple weeks out actually. So a lot can change, but I did want to show that to you because, a lot can happen. Before I let you go today, I just want to also show you what's happening out in the eastern Pacific, we had Hurricane Kiko, which went north of Hawaii, and now, which is great. Now we have another area off the southwestern coast of Mexico, and if this intensifies, at least it looks like it may be into a tropical depression by maybe today. If it intensifies into a tropical storm with maximum sustained winds of at least 39 miles per hour, it would be given the name Mario, and that is the 13th named system of the Eastern Pacific hurricane season. So that's been a busy area this year for sure. So my friends, let's keep a close eye on everything. I will be sure to keep you posted on everything from here in the Virgin Islands. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. It helps my channel. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. And as always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.